Let's start with next example. Based on cubic polynomial, verify that 1 by 2, 1 and minus 2 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x. So first part of the question we are going to solve up to this only. To verify the zeros. To verify the zeros, I am going to replace the value of x by 1 by 2, then 1 and then minus 2. So if I want to verify that whether 1 by 2 is zeros of this or not, we'll write out p of x equals to 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. Now to check out the first one, p of 1 by 2. Wherever I find x, I'm going to replace it by 1 by 2. So 2 into 1 by 2 cube plus 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 2 plus 2. Open all the brackets. So 2. You can't cancel this 2 and 2 because it's power 3. So it becomes first 1 by 8. 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2. Now we can cancel this. 2 will cancel 8 4 times. So it's 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2. If nothing is there, we can take as 1. What is the LCM of 4, 4, 2, 1? It's 4 only. LCM is what? 4. Assume that 4 will multiply each and every fraction. 4, 4, 4 and 4. 4, 4 cancel, so 1. 4, 4 get cancelled, 1. 2 will cancel for how many times? 2 times. 2 5s are minus 10. 1 4s are, so 2 into 4 is what? 8. Add the numerator, 1 plus 1 plus 8 is how much? 10. 1 plus 1 plus 8 minus 10 upon 4. So 10 minus 10 is 0 upon 4 and we got 0. As we got 0 here, I can say that 1 by 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Similarly, I am going to replace p of x by what? 1. Instead of 2, it's 2. Instead of x cube, it's 1 cube. Instead of x square, it's 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 2. So it's 1 cube is 1 itself plus 1 minus 5 plus 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5. 5 minus 5 is what? 0. Similarly, we can do this with minus 2. P of minus 2. 2 minus 2 cube plus minus 2 square minus 5 minus 2 plus 2. Open this bracket. 2 minus 2 raised to 3, it's minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2 minus plus 4. Plus 4 into minus 2, it's what? Minus 8. In short, if the power is odd, you have to take the negative sign. Minus 2 square, it's what? 4. Because minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. Minus minus plus 10 plus 2. So this will be minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. 10 plus 4 plus 2 is what? Plus 16. Again I got 0. So in all the three conditions, I got 0. So from this I can say that 1 by 2, 1 and minus 2 are the zeros of given polynomial. Now this is half part of the sum done. Now you have to start with the second part of the sum, and that is a new thing for you, so that you have to understand properly. Before going to start the verifying the relationship between zeros and coefficients, let's write down its formula. Sum of zeros means alpha, beta, gamma is minus b by a. Product of zeros, alpha, beta, gamma is what? C by a. And one more, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha is what? Minus, this is minus d by is, and this is C by A. So sum of zeros minus B by A, product of zeros minus D by A, and sum of product of two zeros at a time is what? C by A. We are going to use this three formula to verify the relation between zeros and coefficient. Let's start with the first one. For the polynomial, here alpha is what? 1 by 2, beta is what? 1, and gamma is what? Minus 2. If I compare this polynomial with ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, if I compare this to, instead of a, it's what here? A is equals to 2. Instead of b, if nothing is there, means 1. B is equals to 1. What is the coefficient of C here? It's minus 5. What is the constant term here? D is what? 2. So I got all the four values from the given polynomial. This is A, B, this is C and D. Let's start with the first verification. Sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is alpha for us? It's 1 by 2. What is beta? It's 1. What is gamma? It's minus 2. So now if you take the LCM, it's what? 2. 1 remain as it is. 1 into 2, it's 2. And this is what? Minus 4. So 3 minus 4 upon 2. It's minus 1 by 2. Now the important part, you have to understand what to write. Once you got this minus 1 by 2, let me write down again the same step, minus 1 by 2. Now, what is sum of zeros? It's minus b by a. So, here what is the value of b? It's 1. This is minus. Now, instead of 1, I am going to write what? B. Now, what is 2 here? The value of a is what? 2. So, instead of 2, I am going to write here what? A. So, instead of 1, I replace it by b. Instead of 2, I replace it by a. So, I just proved it. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is what? Minus b by a. Where minus b is what? It's coefficient of x square. What is a? Coefficient of x cube. So, this is the verification for sum of zeros. Similarly, now I am going to do for product of zeros, then sum of product of two zeros at a time. Now let's verify product of zeros. Product of zeros is what? Minus d by a. So product of zeros, it's alpha into beta into gamma. What is the value of alpha here? 1 by 2. What is the value of beta here? It's 1. What is the value of gamma? It's minus 2. No need to reduce them here. Minus 2 into 1 is what? Minus 2. Divide by 2. No need to divide, cancel it, because we have to convert this number into the form of minus d by a. If you look at this number, where is d? D is what? 2. So minus sign as it is. Now instead of 2, I am going to replace it by what? D. Similarly, 2 is equals to what? A. So instead of 2, I am going to replace it by a. Now minus d is what actually? It's minus constant term upon a is what? Coefficient of x cube. So this is the way we prove the relation between product of zeros with the coefficient of given polynomial. Now the last one, sum of product of two zeros at a time. It's sum of product of two zeros at a time. This is equals to alpha into beta, beta into gamma, and gamma into alpha. Now take all the values. Alpha is what? 1 by 2, beta is what? 1. Beta is 1. Gamma is what? Minus 2. Now gamma minus 2. Now alpha is what? 1 by 2. So this will be 1 by 2 minus 2, and this is what? If I cancel this, or even if I can't cancel this, this will remain minus 2 upon 2. If nothing is there means 1. Take out 2 as LCM. Here already 2 is there, so numerator remain as it is. Here 1 is there, so 2 will multiply with 2. It's what? Minus 4, and this 2 remain as it is. So I'll get here equals to 1 minus 4 minus 2 is what? Minus 1 minus 6 upon 2. So this is minus 5 upon 2. Now if you look at this, minus 5 is equals to what? C. Now instead of this minus 5, I'm going to replace it by C. Minus 5 is what? C, and this 2 is what? A. So instead of 2, I'm going to write A. So C belongs to what? C is coefficient of X. Coefficient of X. A is what? Coefficient of X cube. Coefficient of X cube. So this is the way we can verify all the relation between zeros and coefficient for cubical polynomial. Let's solve one more example for quadratic polynomial. Obtain zeros and also verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of P of X. So first of all, I have to find out what? 0 by normal method. So first of all, 6x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0. 6 2s are, it's minus 12. Split this 12 to get minus 1. So it's minus 4 plus 3. Therefore, 6x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. What is common between them? 2x. So 2x common. Inside it will remain 2 3s are 6 minus 2. Nothing is common means take 1 as common outside. So 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Common bracket 3x minus 2. Then 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Either this bracket is 0 or this is 0. Therefore 3x minus 2 equals to 0 or 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 3x equals to 2, x equals to 2 by 3. So it means what? This is our alpha is 2 by 3. Similarly here 2x equals to minus 1, x equals to minus 1 by 2. So we can say that beta is minus 1 by 2. So after this, our first question is complete to obtain zeros. Now we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. Let's take its first condition. First of all, compare this equation cx square minus x minus 2 comparing with standard form, that is ax square minus plus bx plus c. So you can say that a is what? 6, b is minus 1 and c is minus 2. So sum of zeros, sum of zeros means alpha plus beta. What is alpha here? 2 by 3. What is beta here? Minus 1 by 2. So it's 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. What is the LCM here? 6. Now let's assume that 6 will multiply both the fraction. 3 2s are 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 3 1s are 3. How much I got here? 1 by 6. Now this one, b is equals to what? Minus 1. If I say b is equals to minus 1, then minus b equals to plus 1. This is given from the equation b is equals to minus 1. If I change the sign of b, I have to change the sign of 1 also. So minus b equals to 1. So I am going to replace this value of 1 by minus b. And what is 6? 6 is equals to a. So instead of 6, we are going to write a from this. So here minus b is what? It's coefficient of x. And a is what? Coefficient of x square. This is the way we verify the relation between sum of zeros and coefficient. Now this is for sum of zeros. Now one more part left, that is for product of zeros. Product of zeros, so definitely it's alpha into beta. What was the alpha? 2 by 3 multiplied by minus 1 by 2. No need to cancel it, keep it as it is. Whenever we are going to verify, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, 3 2 is a 6. Now if you look at the number here, product of zeros means we know already it's c by a. So here c is what? Minus 2, and here it's minus 2. So instead of minus 1, I'm going to write c. 6 is what? 6 equals to a. C by a. Where c is what? Constant term. And a is what? Coefficient of x square. So this is the way we are going to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of any quadratic polynomial. Let me explain how to find out remainder directly. Question 1. If p of x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 is divided by x minus 1, then the remainder is dash. One more, if p of x equals to 2x cube minus x square minus 2x minus 8 is divided by x minus 2, then quotient polynomial is dash. Now with this example, with these two examples, I have to find remainder, and in one example I have to find quotient. But here we are not going to use long division. If this is in the form of blanks, better to use synthetic method. And the synthetic method is applicable for linear polynomial. If the divisor is linear polynomial, as the degree is here what? 1, and here also the degree is what? 1. Let's solve the first one. And first one, p of x is what? X cube 3x square minus x plus 3. This is what? P of x. And g of x is what? X minus 1 is what? G of x. Write down all the coefficient. If nothing is there means what? 1. Minus 3, minus 1, 3. Write down all the coefficient with sign. If we are dividing by x minus 1, I have to take its opposite sign. So I have to take here what? Plus 1. Always below the first digit, always you have to take 0. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. Now this 1 is going to multiply with 1. We get again 1. minus 3 1, it's what? Minus 2. Minus 2 multiply by 1, it's minus 2. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3, and the remainder what I'm get? The last number which you get here, it's always what? Remainder. So for the first question, I have to find remainder. I got the remainder is how much? 0. From this, we can write quotient also. Here the question start with which power? 3. So here I go to start with power 2. I have to reduce one power. If here it is 4, I have to take here 3. If here it is 5, I have to take here 4. As here it's 3, I have to take here 2. Here 1 and here 0. So quotient also I'll get. It's not part of answer. Then also you can write 1x square means only x square minus 2x minus 3. So this is quotient and this is what? Remainder. Let's see one more example if you don't understand. P of x equals to 2x cube minus x square minus 2x minus and divide by x minus 2. Write down all the coefficients. It's 2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 8. Below the first number always 0. Here x minus 2. So I have to take its opposite sign. Now addition. 0, 2 plus 0, it's 2. 2 into 2, it's 4. Again addition of this 2 is what? Minus 1, 4, it's 3, greater number sign. 3 2s are 6. It's what? Plus 6 minus 2 is plus 4. 4 2s are 8. What I got here? Remainder again. Remainder is 0. What will be the coefficient here? Again the power starts with what? Cube. So I have to start here with x square, x and x. 0 means constant. So q of x equals to 2x square. If sign is nothing, then means 3x plus 3x plus 4. This is what? Quotient. So this is the way we get quotient and remainder for objective. Better to use this method for objectives.